Corey Holcomb was performing at the Laugh Factory last night, and he got confronted and pressed by the most unexpected person. The recent drama can be traced back to when Corey Holcomb said that Dave Chappelle was really bad at stand-up comedy.
Can't be quiet no more. My nigga Dave Chappelle be bombing like a mother. I'm just keeping it real, dog. I have watched, whenever they say, hey, everybody, guess what? Special guest, Dave Chappelle. I'll be like, damn. It's finna be hot garbage for at least an hour. Hour, maybe two. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not trying to shit on the brother, but he needs to understand you throwing your weight around too much, man. But stand up. God damn. This man has so much power because of what he's done in movies and TV that he can go in any comedy club. They're going to put him up because he's Dave Chappelle. And I promise you, this man is about to do a say no to comedy speech for as long as...
I rock with Corey Holcomb, but that's hate. That's absolutely hate. By all objective measurements, Dave Chappelle is a great stand-up comedian. And I don't even think that's really up for debate. But then again, I'm not a stand-up comedian. So if Corey Holcomb is saying that he's not as talented as I am, okay, we can probably have that discussion. Maybe Corey Holcomb believes he's more talented than Dave Chappelle and doesn't understand why Dave Chappelle is getting the opportunities that he's getting and he's not getting the same opportunities. Fair. But to say Dave Chappelle is not a funny stand-up comedian is just outright wrong and is blasphemous. But Corey Holcomb will continue with the same shtick when he was at the Laugh Factory last night. While Corey Holcomb was performing last night at the Laugh Factory, Dave Chappelle's right-hand man, Donnell Rawlings, was in the crowd. So Corey Holcomb took the opportunity to go at Donnell Rawlings and Dave Chappelle by calling them mild sauce comedian, essentially calling them mid. And that sparked a heated confrontation between Corey Holcomb and Donnell Rawlings.
Mild sauce, my nigga, mild. M-I-L-D. You catch up. You ain't hot sauce. Nobody agree? So I'm wrong. Okay, I can be wrong. I'm talking about, but we at the, what is this called? This is the Laugh Factory. We was at the Savoy, you wouldn't be able to be up here that long. The niggas be like, get your whole ass down, nigga.
I came up in the hardest rooms in Brooklyn.
While watching this, it felt like they were familiar with each other and it was going to be one of those comedic gestures. But about 10 seconds in, I realized, oh, this is going to go left fairly quickly. Now, I thought Corey Holcomb was going to let off once he asked the crowd, yo, am I tripping? The crowd really didn't say nothing. Donell yelled, yeah, you tripping. And Corey Holcomb said, okay, I'll be wrong. But then he continued and said that Donell wouldn't be able to come on stage at the Laugh Factory and go for as long as he went. Now, Corey Holcomb to me is definitely a funnier comedian than Donell. So if he wants to call Donell mild or mid, to me that's fair. But he can't take that to Dave Chappelle, right? At all. Now, Donell gets really upset when Corey Holcomb tells him that. And I'm shocked because Donnell Rawlings sort of made his career on being a butt of the joke. Like whenever he goes on a Breakfast Club, they kind of treat him like the locale.
And the way this book came about is because my dad passed away about a year ago, and I had a box of what nigga, you laughing? Hold the fuck up, nigga. What's going on, son?
What's the biggest childhood trauma that bothers you? Yeah.
You want to know?
Yes, sir.
I don't even know if I can say this, and y'all gonna laugh at me.
I'm not gonna laugh at you.
I promise you, we're not gonna laugh.
When I grew up, right, and I remember.
So Donell is great with rolling with the punches. He's been rolling with the punches his whole career. People has literally called him Dave Chappelle lapdog to his face, and he sort of rolled with the punches. So for him to get that upset, like what Corey Holcomb said had to have stung him, or it had to have been beef already, and he just been waiting to see Corey Holcomb to let it out. Because Donell really turned up on Corey and began to yell back at Corey and let him know that he has done way more than Corey has done, and he has already earned his stripes already, and don't need Corey Holcomb to try to invalidate him.
And you ain't never with them rules.
You're just yelling.
Because I don't have a mic. I can talk to you straight up. You You want to talk about it? You saying I'm mild. You saying I ain't come through the streets or the gutters is straight bull. And if you want to ask somebody, ask the mother that you know what I do. Ask them, okay, all right. Listen. This be fair. Fair conversation. No. Let's be fair. Let's be fair and real. You say you keep it 100. Know how I get down.
How?
32. I rip.
You rip lights?
I rip. You ask any ever see me bomb.
Donell was winning the argument at this particular point. It didn't look like Corey Holcomb had too much information on Donnell Rawlings, and he was just talking just based on a narrative that Donnell Rawlings is Dave Chappelle lapdog, so he just sort of grouped them both together and bombed on both of them. But I feel like where Donell went wrong is where he says, yo, ask anybody who ever seen me bomb. It doesn't, no, like you're a comic. You have bombed before. So for you to try to put that narrative out there that you've never bombed is just an outright lie. And to me, it sort of take away from like you winning the argument, right? Because you already is bombing on Cory and hitting him with mad points. You don't have to add a lie in there, right? Because if there is footage that probably does exist of you bombing, because there's footage of every comic bombing, right? If you are a comedian, you're going to bomb. You don't get laughs every show. So if footage drops now, now you look like a dummy and Cory becomes the winner, opposed to just leaving that out and continue to hit Corey Holcomb with the facts.
Anybody, and you ask anybody that don't know me, I keep it gangster.
I don't say you.
No, you trying to say I'm a bum. I ain't no bum.
No, I didn't say
and that saw.
Your is mild. It's mild.
You know what? You know what you're doing now? You're a provocateur. You know how to incite people. Ain't nothing mild about my.
People look at you.
Ain't nothing.
If you was at the mall, they'll put you out with your hot dog in your hand.
And guess what? You can say what you want to say. You calling me a mild comic is totally off.
So you a strong comic.
I'm a beast.
That's right.
This is one of those instances where coming off as emotional actually works. Usually, whenever there's an argument going back and forth, the person who is absolutely quiet and silent or who is calm and composed, usually they come across as the winner off the very strength they're calm and composed and you're yelling and screaming. But it looks like being emotional and yelling and screaming actually works in the favor of Donnell Rawlings because the fans was clapping it up for him, right? And he come across as genuine, right? Cory came across as, as hating, which is cool. Listen, I'm a hater too. You feel me? I've hated. We've all been haters, bruh. All right? We've all been haters. So it's cool, to just not like somebody. Right? Trust me, I had a few people that I don't like. Now, Donnell Rawlings felt so strongly about this, he took the TMZ to explain why he went off on Corey Holcomb and why he was so passionate.
First off, comedians nowadays, they're trying to sell controversy over comedy. I wasn't there to watch Cory. I had performed myself, and I was about to leave, and they announced that Cory's about to perform, and I know that he had said some ill things about Dave Chappelle. I know he said some ill things about some of the openers of Dave Chappelle. So I just sat there, wanted just to see what his take on what he felt about comedy or whatever. I sat there and I just waited. And then when he made the comment about that anybody that's done 3 movies in comedy has performed fellatio, I said, wait a minute, I've done 3 movies, right? And I've never been accused of that. And then I also fact-checked his IMDb, and Cory himself has done 4 movies. So I think he might be guilty of his own joke. It's unfortunate it came to this. Should I have yelled out at him? No. But, I've been rocking with my guy Dave Chappelle for years. I'm a loyal guy to my friends, my fans, and my family. And it was just, for me, it was a buildup. It was a buildup off of a lot of things that's troubling comedy.
When he says I'm loyal to Dave Chappelle and it was a buildup to a lot of things, and then he says, no, a lot of things in comedy, no, that's a lie. Just toss out the word comedy, that's a lie. He's loyal to Dave Chappelle, and it was a buildup from watching Corey Holcomb go off on Dave Chappelle and say Dave Chappelle isn't funny. That's why Donnell Rawlings went off, right? Because Donell has taken the punches as being the butt of the joke. So I don't think that will bother Donell. He was really bothered because Corey Holcomb came for Dave Chappelle, and Donell being in the building and cameras being there and people looking at Donnell Rawlings in the audience as Corey Holcomb is talking about Dave Chappelle. If Donnell Rawlings didn't show out and go off on Corey Holcomb in that moment, it will come off bad for Donell optically, right? Because Dave Chappelle is, again, I'm not trying to disrespect him, bro, but Dave Chappelle essentially feeds Donnell Rawlings, right? Dave Chappelle is essentially responsible for Donnell Rawlings bills being paid. So if you want for your bills to keep getting paid, you got to speak up for the breadwinner.
Corey is the type of comic, he can go on stage, start with grunts, and by the end of it, you're laughing hysterically. I did not want to scream out at him, but I felt like protecting the integrity of myself and my friends, I thought I had to say something. I thought I had to say something for people out here that have done over 3 movies.
I don't think Corey Holcomb literally meant anybody who has done 3 movies has sucked a peen. I think it was probably just hyperbole or him just talking or trying to make an example, right? Because Corey Holcomb himself has done more than 3 movies. But hey, we live in a time, bro, where you got to be direct and precise, bro, because folks love to misconstrue and play semantics, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section, whose side are you guys on, man? Donell or Corey Holcomb? Was Corey right about Donell and Dave Chappelle, man? Let me know in the comment section. And if you're still watching, click on this video right here to find out why Benzino had a mental breakdown on Drinks Champ. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.